Good morning to all of my dear students. In this video, we learn about boiler or steam generator. So first of all, we discuss what is boiler. What is boiler? A boiler is a closed vessel in which the steam is generated under pressure by application of heat to water. A boiler is a closed vessel. A boiler is a closed vessel in which the steam is generated under pressure by the application of heat to water. That means the water is converted into steam at high pressure and temperature by use of heat. The water is converted into steam at high pressure and temperature by the use of heat. For example, this is one type of boiler, and the various parts of boilers are: this is a air spit, grate, a furnace, and this is a flue pipes, combustion chamber, and number of tubes, chimney, and boiler cells, etc. The boiler is essentially a closed vessel. The boiler is essentially a closed vessel inside which water is stored. Inside which water is stored. The fuel like coal, coke, wood, etc. is born in a furnace. The fuel is born in a furnace and hot gases are produced. And these hot gases flow through the tubes. These hot gases come in contact with water. These hot gases come in contact with water vessel where the heat of these hot gases transfer to the water, and consequently steam is produced in the boiler. Do you know, are all type of closed vessels boilers? No. All type of closed vessels are not a boiler. So how you can find it is a boiler or not a boiler? It depends on storage capacity of water. It depends on storage capacity of water in vessels. The storage capacity of water in vessels is 22.75 liters or more than 22.75 liters. Then this type of closed vessel is known as boiler. Otherwise, it's known as closed container. Means if the storage capacity of water in vessels is less than 22.75 liters, then this type of closed vessels is known as closed container, not a boiler. And next, uses of steam. The steam generated is used for generating power in thermal power plant or steam power plant. The steam generated is used for generating power in thermal power plant or steam power plant. In steam power plant, steam is used to run steam turbine coupled with a generator to generate electrical energy. In steam power plant, steam is used to run steam turbine coupled with a generator to generate electrical energy. And steam is also used for cotton mills, sugar factories, etc. Then next we discuss Classification of boiler. The boiler are classified as, first is according to the content of the tubes. According to the content of the tubes, generally two types of tubes are used in boiler. Generally two types of tubes are used in boiler. One is fire tube boiler, other is water tube boiler. One is fire tube boiler, other is water tube boiler. Then next, according to the position of the furnace. According to the position of the furnace, there are two types of furnace is used in boiler. There are two types of furnace is used in boiler. First is externally fired boiler, second is internally fired boiler. Then next is according to the axis of the cell. One is horizontal boiler, then other is vertical boiler. Then next is according to the use of boiler. According to the use of boiler, first is stationary boiler, second is mobile boiler. Then next, according to the number of tubes, single tube boiler and multi tube boiler. Then according to the fuel used, there are three types of fuels used in boiler for combustion. First is solid fuel, second is liquid fuel, third is gaseous fuel. Then next, according to the working pressure of boiler, high pressure boiler, medium pressure boiler and low pressure boiler. The first we explained what is fire tube boiler and water tube boiler. What is fire tube boiler? In this type of boiler, the hot gases produced after the combustion of fuel pass through the tubes and the water surrounds these tubes. In this type, the hot gases produced after the combustion of fuel pass through the tubes and the water surrounds these tubes. That means the hot gases pass through the tubes which are surrounded with water. This is a fire tube boiler. The number of tubes are mounted in boiler and the hot gases passes through the tubes and surrounded with water. This type of boiler is known as a fire tube boiler. Cochrane boiler, locomotive boiler are the examples of fire tube boiler. In this boiler, pressure creates of steam is low. In this boiler, pressure creates of steam is low because the hot gases passes through the tubes. Because the hot gases passes through the tubes. Therefore, this type of boiler is known as a low pressure boiler. This type of boiler is known as low pressure boiler. Since pressure is low, then steam generating capacity is low and efficiency is less efficiency. Then next, what is water tube boiler? What is water tube boiler? In water tube boiler, water circulates through the tubes and the hot gases surrounds them is known as water tube boiler. Water circulates through the tubes and the hot gases surrounds them. This is a water tube boiler and the number of tubes are mounted in boiler and these tubes, the water circulates through the tubes and hot gases passes through the surrounds them. This type of boiler is known as a water tube boiler. Babcock-Wilcox boiler, Lamont boiler, Stirling boilers are the examples of water tube boiler. In this type of boiler or in this boiler, pressure creates of steam is high. In this boiler, pressure creates of steam is high because the hot gases passes or surrounds them. The hot gases surrounds them. Therefore this type of boiler is known as a high pressure boiler. This type of boiler is known as high pressure boiler because the hot gases surrounds them and the high pressure creates steam. Since pressure is high, the heating pressure is high, then the steam generating capacity is high and efficiency is more. The next point, what is externally fired boiler and internally fired boiler? In externally fired boiler, the furnace is placed outside the boiler cell. In externally fired boiler, the furnace is placed outside the boiler cell. Is known as externally fired boiler. And in this boiler, the heating capacity is high. In this boiler, the heating capacity is high because the furnace is mounted or furnace is placed outside the boiler cell. Okay. So Babcock-Wilcox boiler, Lamont boiler, Stirling boilers are the examples of externally fired boilers. Then next is internally fired boiler. What is internally fired boiler? The furnace is placed inside the boiler cell is known as internally fired boiler. The furnace is placed inside the boiler cell is known as internally fired boiler. In this boiler, the heating capacity is low because the furnace is located inside the boiler. The simple vertical boiler, Cochrane boiler are the example of internally fired boiler. The next is horizontal boiler. What is horizontal boiler? The axis of the cell is horizontal and the axis of the cell is parallel to the earth surface. This type of boiler is known as horizontal boiler. Horizontal boiler, the axis of the cell is parallel to the earth surface and axis of the cell is horizontal. Then this type of boiler is known as a horizontal boiler. Babcock-Wilcox boiler, Lamont boiler, locomotive boilers are the examples of horizontal boiler. Then next is vertical boiler. The axis of the cell is vertical or the axis of the cell is perpendicular to the earth surface. Then this type of boiler is known as vertical boiler. The axis of the cell is perpendicular to the earth surface. Then this type of boiler is known as vertical boiler. Cochrane boiler, simple vertical boiler are the examples of vertical boiler. Then next is stationary boiler. What is stationary boiler? Stationary boilers are used for power plants. Stationary boilers are used for power plants where the boilers are installed permanently. Where the boilers are installed permanently, it cannot be moved from one place to another. This type of boiler is known as stationary boiler. This type of boiler cannot moved from one place to another. Or stationary boiler is also known as fixed boiler. And then next is mobile boiler. Locomotive boiler are called mobile boiler and it easily moves from one place to another. It easily moves from one place to another. Then next is single tube boiler. What is single tube boiler? Only one tube is mounted in boiler, then this type of boiler is known as a single tube boiler. Only one tube is mounted in boiler, then this type of boiler is known as a single tube boiler. Simple vertical boiler are the examples of single tube boiler. Then next is multi-tube boiler. More than one tubes is mounted in boiler is known as multi-tube boiler. More than one tube is mounted in boiler is known as multi-tube boiler. Babcock-Wilcox boiler, Cochrane boiler are the examples of multi-tube boiler. In multi-tube boiler, power generating capacity is high as compared to single tube boiler, because in single tube boiler only one tube is mounted in boiler. Okay. Then next is according to the number of fuel used or according to the fuel used. There are three types of fuel used in boiler for combustion. First is solid fuel, second is liquid fuel, or third is gaseous fuel. Solid fuel, liquid fuel and gaseous fuel. Solid fuel like coal, wood, coke, etc. Liquid fuel like oil, gaseous fuel like gas. And the coal is the most widely used fuels, because this is the cheapest fuel and easy to handle. Coal is the most widely used fuels because this is the cheapest fuel and easy to handle. And the light diesel oils are used in boiler for combustion. Then next point is according to the working pressure of boiler. First is steam pressure of boiler. First is high pressure boiler, medium pressure boiler and low pressure boiler. What is high pressure boiler? The boiler which produces steam of more than 70 bar of pressure is known as high pressure boiler. The boiler which produces steam of more than 70 bar of pressure is known as high pressure boiler. You know, pressure creates in water tube boiler is high, so water tube boiler is known as high pressure boiler. And since pressure is high, then steam generation is high, or the rate of steam generation is high. And the Babcock and Wilcox boiler is a high pressure boiler, and Stirling boiler, Lamont boiler are the high pressure boiler. Then next is medium pressure boiler. In medium pressure boiler, the boiler which produces steam between 20 to 70 bar pressure is known as medium pressure boiler. The boiler which produces steam between 20 to 70 bar of pressure is known as medium pressure boiler. Then next is low pressure boiler. Low pressure boiler. The boiler which produces steam of less than 20 bar is known as low pressure boiler. The boiler which produces steam of less than 20 bar is known as low pressure boiler. And as you know, pressure creates in 5-tube boiler is low. So 5-tube boiler is low pressure boiler. For example, Cochrane boiler, simple vertical boiler, etc. Since pressure is low, then the steam generation is low as compared to the high pressure boiler. Then next we discuss compare between fire tube and water tube boiler, or what is the difference between fire tube and water tube boiler. The first fire tube boiler, the hot gases pass through the tubes and surrounds with water is known as fire tube boiler, and the water circulates through the tubes and hot gases surrounds them is known as water tube boiler. And the fire tube boiler is low pressure boiler. Fire tube boiler is low pressure boiler because the pressure creates in boiler is low. Pressure creates in boiler is low, or steam pressure is low. So this type of boiler is known as low pressure boiler. And water tube boiler is a high pressure boiler because the steam pressure is high, and the pressure creates of steam in boiler is high. So this type of boiler is known as high pressure boiler. In fire tube boiler, efficiency is low. Why? In fire tube boiler, efficiency is low because the steam generating capacity is low, so efficiency is low. In water tube boiler, efficiency is high. Why? Because the steam pressure is high and steam generating capacity is high, so efficiency is high or more. Efficiency is more. Then next, in fire tube boiler, steam generating capacity is low. In water tube boiler, steam generating capacity is high. As you know, why steam generating capacity is low in fire tube boiler and steam generating capacity is high in water tube boiler. Then next, in fire tube boiler is internally fired boiler because the furnace is placed inside the boiler cell. The next is water tube boiler. In water tube boiler is externally fired boiler because the furnace is placed, or furnace is located outside the boiler cell. Then next, fire tube boiler. All vertical boilers are fire tube boiler. All vertical boilers are fire tube boiler. In water tube boiler, all horizontal boilers are water tube boiler. All horizontal boilers are water tube boiler except locomotive boiler, because locomotive boiler is a horizontal boiler, but in fire tube boiler, locomotive boiler is a fire tube boiler. So locomotive boiler is a horizontal boiler but not a water tube boiler. It is a fire tube boiler. Then next is examples of fire tube boiler: Cochrane boiler, locomotive boiler, Lancashire boiler, etc. And water tube boiler: Babcock and Wilcox boiler, Stirling boiler, Lamont boilers, etc. Then last is selection of steam boiler. How can select a steam boiler? For selecting a boiler depend on its working pressure and the qualities of steam. Working pressure means high pressure, low pressure and medium pressure, and qualities of steam means wet steam, dry saturated steam or superheated steam. Then next is rate of steam generation. Steam generating capacity, rate of steam generation means depend on steam generating capacity. Then next is floor area, then availability of fuel and water, then cost, different type of cost such as maintenance cost, operating cost, etc. So thank you. Next class we will discuss about construction and working of different types of boiler.